What's up, y'all? It's your girl Day. In honor of Black History Month, I decided to do this African inspired look. All the products used in this filming will be listed in the description box below. So, let's get to it.
All we wanna do is have a good time. All we wanna do is make it prime time. Cups in the hair for that one time. All we wanna do is have a good time.
For this look, I'll be using the BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette and the BH Cosmetics Carli Bybel palette. First, I'm going to go in and prime my lids with LA Girl Concealer. I'll just apply it and then blend it in. I also need to make sure that I blend this in well so that the colors will blend effortlessly on the lid. I used a little bit too much concealer, but I'm going to still blend it out completely, and then I can just go back and clean some of it up with my finger, as you're going to see me doing now. For this eye look, I'm going to start by going into my BH Cosmetics palette and picking up the first color. It's sort of a highlighter color, and I'm going to just place it on my brow bone. And this is going to be the first color in your look before you start deepening to prep for your cut crease. Now I'm going to go back into the same palette and pick up this golden color, and I'm going to place it on my upper lid and blend it with the color that I placed on my brow bone. When doing this, you want to make sure that it matches on both eyes because it needs to be symmetrical for when you go in and cut your crease. Using this dark gold color, I'm going to blend it in with the color on my upper lid, and this is going to be the start of the transition so that it can go from the highlight at the top to the darker brownish color before I cut the crease. Lastly, I'm going to go in with this brown color and I'm going to blend it with the color on my lid. It doesn't have to cover your full lid because it's going to get covered up, most of it, by the concealer once you go back in with it. Now using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fun, I'm going to go in and cut my crease. You don't need to do it to cover the entire area where you applied the brown, but you do want to have a shadow of the brown on the outside of the crease. The crease is where you're going to be applying the main colors of the look and the glitter. It is essential that you try to make the area where you apply the concealer symmetrical to the other eye because you don't want it to look like you have more color on one eye or the other, and they need to balance out. The first color that I'm going to apply is the red out of the BH Cosmetics palette. I'm going to place it in the inner corner of the crease. Red stands for the blood that unites all the people of the Black African ancestry and shed for our liberation. The next color that I'm going to use is green. It's from the same BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to apply it to the outer corner of my lid. And green stands for the abundant natural wealth of Africa. The last color that I'm going to use is black, and I'm going to place it between the red and the green and try to blend it. And the glitter is going to be placed on top of these so you don't have to blend it completely. And black stands for Black people whose existence as a nation is affirmed by the existence of the flag. I will be using red, black, and green glitter and my NYX Glitter Primer. First, I'm going to go in and apply the glitter primer on the inner corner of my crease. This is going to be for just the red glitter. You will not do all sections at once, so be sure to only get glue on the red section. And you don't want it to run over into the black because then the black will be covered by the red glitter. Now, putting the red glitter in the area, be sure to cover it completely because you don't want it to be patchy and look like glitter is missing. you want to go through, and after you do both eyes, you might want to just go through and touch up to make it more even and that the surface is completely covered in glitter. You're going to continue doing this and repeating these steps for the red, green, and black section. After finishing, look at both eyes and make sure they match. If you notice any areas that you don't like or you feel like that it's not enough glitter, just go back and add how much you would like. It's your preference, so you can do however you want. I prefer to use too much glitter than not enough glitter because I don't want there to be any patches or look like anything is left out or missing. For this look, I decided to do in, out, and middle because I feel like that would allow it to blend better. You could do red, then black, then green, but I just chose to do red, then green, then black. Since black is in the middle, I feel like that it could distribute to the red and the green instead of it being a large portion black, then going to a small section of green. Now I'm going to go back into the Carli Bybel palette and mix the gold and the brown. And I'm going to place it above my cut crease so it can be a more dramatic look from the lid to the cut crease. And then I'll take my blending brush and just blend out the colors together more so it'll be a better transition. After finishing up my eyes, I'm going to apply my Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and I'm going to use one of my Real Technique brushes to just blend my foundation. And I feel like this is the best brush for it because it blends it out smoothly, and this foundation does oxidize, so you don't have to apply too much, or if you feel like it's not your color, you should wait for a little bit to see how it reacts with your skin. This step is a personal preference. After applying your foundation, you do not have to set it with mineral powder yet, but I prefer to do this step because of my oily skin. I go in with my Ruby Kisses mineral powder and I set my foundation before I go in to highlight and conceal my face. Using my LA Girl Pro Concealer, I'm going to go in to highlight. I'm going to do under my eyes, my nose, my chin, and my forehead. But I'm just going to put a little bit on my forehead because I don't like that much. Then I'm going to take my blender and blend out my concealer. This step, it's necessary to make sure that you blend out the concealer completely because if you don't, you're going to have flashback. And when you go in to set under your eye with your Airspun, it's just going to make it worse. My Airspun setting powder is translucent, and I'm going to use it to set the areas that I just put the concealer on. So my chin, under my eyes and my cheeks, my nose, and my forehead. And I don't bake with Airspun. I don't like it. So I just make sure that I blend it out completely when I first put it on. On to my favorite step, highlighting. I'm going to use my highlighter out of my Carli Bybel palette made by BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to highlight my nose, my upper lip, and my cheekbones. For my contour, I use Ruby Kisses mineral powder in the shade Honey Blonde, and I contour under my cheek where I did my highlight. I do my nose, my chin, and my forehead. Going back in with the shade of mineral powder that I used to set my foundation, I'm just going to clean up my contour and highlight and just reset some areas and blend out the contour on my forehead and under my chin so it won't be so sharp. Now I'm going to use a LA Colors bronzer and just go back over every area that I contoured, and this is just going to make it blend better with the highlighter. Now I'm going to apply lashes. They're made by Kiss True Volume and they are in the style Spicy. And now just apply mascara. It's best to wait until your lash glue dries so that you won't mess them up and they won't move out of place. I'm going to line my lips with my LA Colors lip pencil. It's in the color Natural and it doesn't show up that much, but it does make a difference when you apply the metallic lip color in case you miss any spots. For my lips, I'm going to apply the metallic lip gloss, and it is matte so it dries, but it dries with a shine, which is what I really like about it. And just be sure to cover all of your lips so there won't be anything missing. I applied a second coat. And to finish it off, I'll set my face with my Urban Decay setting spray and fan it so it can dry.
All we wanna do is have a good time. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn it one time. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn it two times. Turn up, turn up.
Thanks for watching my makeup tutorial. Stay tuned. I have another video coming to you soon.